Hello and welcome to Mid-America's course, Foundations of Ethics, the Life and Teachings of the Apostle Paul. And this is the Spring 2020 course offering. My name is Instructor Jeff Bings, and I'm excited about the next 5 weeks that we will be spending together as we look into the key ethical teachings of the Apostle Paul. I would like to begin by showing you the course homepage and highlighting some important things that I hope that you will take advantage of. You should be able to see now the course homepage, and if you're in my course, this here is the course numbers and code. So make sure that this is your course. And when you go to the course homepage, this is what's going to come up. The majority of the page will be a new section where you will find announcements. And you want to check those very regularly each week. I have started right now with the expectations of the course, and I'll go over them here in just a moment. But let me just say that by the time you see this video, it will be a part of this announcement, and it'll be right before these 6 course expectations. But I'll come back to that in a moment. I want you to be aware that I've got office hours as well as contact information posted here with that pretty picture of me. And then here are the 2 required textbooks that you will need. They are also provided in your course syllabus along with the ISBN numbers. You can get the Manfred Brock book, Hard Sayings of Paul, if you have a Kindle. And I'm assuming you can get it for other e-readers. The Ministry and Message of Paul by Richard Longenecker is only available in print. It came out in 1971, the year your instructor was born. And now I know I look a lot younger, but I could show you my driver's license or birth certificate, but you'll have to take my word for it. Please read Mid-America's policy. Well, let me backtrack. You will find also on the course homepage Mid-America's policy and resource information, which will include the Mid-America policy for student academic integrity. In other words, we do not want to plagiarize. We want to avoid that. And many students don't seem to understand what plagiarism is. And so please read the section on what Mid-America's policy is, and understand exactly what plagiarism is. I will have provided provided also here in a few days some simple 1-page, basically like cheat sheets that give you a simple breakdown of what plagiarism is. Many students seem to think that simply copying and pasting something they find on the internet and they put it on their paper and then they find another source for their next paragraph and they copy and paste it. And many students seem to think that just putting together a patchwork paper is okay, but that is also plagiarism. So please make sure you check that out. Other links include a direct link to Mid-America's Writing Center, and you'll also find it up here at the top underneath the Services and Support tab right there. Okay. Then there's some more news items. We use APA format for our papers in this class, and you will find all of these links to resources and examples of how to use or how to write a paper in APA style. These are all in your news section. Up here at the top, I'm going to go back to Course Home and get it back to the main the main look. Up here, you'll see all these tabs. Assessments is how you can get to Dropbox. Check your grades. There will be no quizzes in this class. Communication is how you get to the discussion board, how you can send emails. There are no groups in this class. The content tab can get you to the syllabus as well as each week's assignments. Click on week 1 and you will get an overview of what week 1 is about, and then the assignments, which each week there will be a discussion worth 60 points, and then week 1 is a PowerPoint, and then weeks 2 through 5 are basically some type of a document, paper document, worth 140 points. Going to go back to the course home. There is a course calendar. You'll see it over here on the left side, the right side of the course home page. Click on calendar and it will bring up, right now it's set on, in my settings anyway, you can set it for each day, each week, or each month. I've got it set up on a monthly basis. You can see here, April 28th, which is this coming Tuesday, our course begins, week 1 begins. And then basically all your assignments fall in May when they're due. Every Friday, your initial post is due on the discussion. Every Sunday, you have to have at least 3 replies to your classmates. Then every Monday is when your big assignment is due, whether it's the PowerPoint or the papers. So look over the course calendar. 6 expectations that I have in the course. Please participate strongly in the discussions. Now I know this course is very accelerated. You've got a lot to do in 5 weeks. The temptation is to post your initial response on day 4 and then do 3 quick responses on day 6. But if you do that, you'll get deduction in your grade. We want you to try to spread your responses out over the whole week. Try to participate in at least 3 out of the 7 days of the week. And also, it's very typical for students just to do their 3 required replies. I would encourage you to participate more in the discussions. This will just enhance not only the discussion, but your whole experience as we engage these topics that Paul brought up. Please do not reply to your classmates something along this line. That's a good post, and I agree with what you wrote. That is not your replies have to be at least 50 words. What you want to do is you want to reply to what your classmate said and then counter with something that you would bring up that shows that you disagree with them, or something that you can add to prolong the conversation. But so many students will just say, hey, so-and-so, I like what you said, and you really wrote good, and I agree with you. We don't want that. Second expectation, assignments submitted on time. So keep check on that course calendar. Also, there's a schedule in your syllabus. Keep up with your due dates, and please check out the Mid-America late work policy, which is number 5 in the expectations, but it's also a part of the Mid-America policy and resource information that you can find in the content tab. I will follow Mid-America's late work policy just as it is laid out. Number 3, please strive for excellence in all that you do. Pay attention to detail. Read the instructions very carefully for each assignment. And then before you finalize your submission in the Dropbox, please try to proofread it. If you're really busy, if you're married, have a spouse proofread it. If you have a roommate, have them proofread it. A lot of times we miss things because we're so familiar with our work. And a lot of times we can get a lot of things corrected if we just do a proofread. So, and then refer to your APA resources. But shoot for excellence. Just because we have been saved and forgiven and we have the promise of eternity with the Lord doesn't mean we have to live life in a casual, poor way. We need, as Christians, I believe, based on the writings of Paul, 1 Corinthians 10:31, whatever we do, do it all to the glory of the Lord. So we want to do things with excellence. Colossians 3:23, whatever you do, work at it as for the Lord and not for men. So while I'm saying that I would like for you to do things with excellence, don't just do it for me, do it for the Lord. Number 4, communication, communication, and communication. This is so important. Sometimes I know that emergencies come up, family members get sick, you have to go stay with a sick mom or dad, child gets sick or gets in an accident, you have to go to the ER, your computer crashes, and it's going to take you 4 or 5 days to get a new one. These things come up, and if you'll contact me as soon as possible, I'm going to work with you. Now, the challenge for you all is a 5-week course is so different than a 16-week course or even an 8-week course, 10-week course. And if something happens, you can lose a week just like that. And I know that contacting your college instructor is not going to be one of the first things that pops into your mind. So if you can, keep that in mind. I will do all that I can to help you. Number 5, just will quickly remind you, I will be following the clear recommendations for late work. So make sure you check that out in the Mid-America Policy and Resource Information. And I can tell you that the recommended deductions for late work are found at the bottoms of pages 6 and pages 7 of that document. And then finally, all of us are expected to let a Christ-like attitude permeate everything we say and submit in this course. So let's do that, and let's have a fantastic 5 weeks together. So again, welcome to the course. I'm glad you're a part of this course. Looking forward to a great 5 weeks. If you don't have your textbooks, get on that right away. Check with the Mid-America bookstore. You might be able to get them directly from there, shipped to you. And if not, again, the ISBN number is in the syllabus, and you can find them very easily on Amazon.com. If you have any issues with textbooks, financial aid, or something else that delays you when we start on Tuesday, please try to contact me within the first 2 or 3 days of the course. Don't wait a week, because then we're basically into week 2 and you've already lost 1 week, and that makes it hard to get caught back up. So I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover, and looking forward to interacting with you and being instructed, being taught, for me, being to help teach these wonderful, wonderful biblical principles and truths that Paul was given. So hope you're looking forward to it too. Please take note of my office hours, and also my cell phone number is provided, and I just ask that you don't call or text between 10 p.m. and 8 in the morning. So have a great day, and I look forward to starting with you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.